Ladies and gentlemen, for too long, the scale of the climate challenge has been matched only by the scale of the funding gap. And today, that begins to change. We are here to bridge the gap between faith and finance, between sustainability and security, and between ambition and action. In a world demanding innovative solutions, we deliver a global pioneering instrument. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my immense honor to officially introduce the world's first R&B Climate Sukuk by Unity International Group from Hong Kong.
Unity Group is a Hong Kong-listed company headquartered in Hong Kong, China, pioneer in zero investment business model in Asia since 2008. First energy service company listed in Hong Kong since 2015 with a strong presence across Asia. Unity Group is committed to driving sustainable transformation by bridging finance, technology, and climate action with the guiding principle, we know, we act. Unity Group is also the first Hong Kong energy service company proposed secondary listing in Malaysia. Today, we make history, launching the world's first R&B 200 million Climate Sukuk, a financial instrument where every ringgit funds measurable climate action. For the first time ever, we launched the world's first ESG light powered and paid off by carbon credit. Behind every Sukuk stands a proven technology, the ultra-high efficiency ESG light, a 180,000 hours lifespan, up to 40 years of operation, 0.01% defect rate per year, saves up to 75% energy compared to market LEDs, and 89% compared to traditional lights. Claimable for 3 carbon cycles. In the past 10 years, we had deployed over 5 millions over the world. With a decade of trusted performance and IoT-based verification, our system transforms every building into a smart, sustainable, and long-term carbon-saving asset. At the heart of the Climate Sukuk lies a powerful collaboration, the Green Initiative Program with the Selangor Housing and Property Board, LPHS, committed to converting 6,000 stratified buildings with over 6 million ESG lights. This initiative alone is projected to save the equivalent of 100 million trees in coming 10 years, a bold step towards Malaysia's net zero 2050 vision.
Go green now, no plan B, light it up, pass it on, zero carbon.
Today, over 700,000 pieces of lights with over 200 strata building have joined this program with zero upfront cost. Together with our partners in retail, developer, and commercial segment, we are taking real action for sustainability. This is the moment we move beyond talk and begin funding the solutions to the climate crisis. With this Sukuk, we are not just talking about the climate crisis, we are funding the solution. Together, we build a brighter, greener future. Climate Sukuk is a pioneering model that mobilizes private capital to accelerate zero carbon target. Pioneering a scalable and replicable model to accelerate zero carbon target. Invest in green today, secure tomorrow's future.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us give a round of applause. And to give us deeper insight into the strategic vision behind this historic issuance, please welcome to the stage a leader who has championed sustainable development at the highest level, Mr. Mansfield Wong, co-founder, chairman, and CEO of Hong Kong public listed company Unity International Group. Please welcome.
Good morning, Excellency, distinguished guests, investors, partners, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so delighted to be here today. I guess just before this, to echo what some of the speakers talked about earlier, you know, we heard sustainability, we heard our burning world. Obviously, we heard finance, technology, human behavior, lowering carbon emissions. I guess the key is how we can put all this like block and bridging them together. I mean, all at once at the same time with the right solution. But I mean, here in the world that we're running into this like big conflict. You know, as we're talking about technology, we all know that. We try to lower our energy usage like every day in order to lower the carbon emission, but at the same time, I mean, we are talking about AI development. We're talking about EV, which is like one end, it draws a lot of electricity. You know, we can't stop that. It's developing really rapidly. But at the same time, we try to lower the carbon emission, but using less energy. It's like the development itself is like fighting each other. As a human race, as a humanity, you know, we also talk about like not letting the ashes, giving the ashes to our next generations. So, I mean, so the problem is what we're going to do. So today it marks a global first. We're marching into a new paradigm, launching the world's first climate sukuk, working with the Lebanon International Business and Finance Center, IBFC. The sukuk is structured by Tech Securities here with a professor and also advised by our Shariah-compliant advisor, Mansfield, which is an innovative financial instrument that seamlessly merges the ethical principles of Islamic finance with the urgent need for immediate climate actions. It pioneers a new instrument class, a Sharia compliance bond, where investors' returns are directly linked to the generation of verified carbon credit from different green projects that will be deployed. Well, today's initiative is a direct response to the national agenda, perfectly aligned with the spirit and objective of the Malaysia National Budget 2026, which was just announced on last Friday. Particularly, the planned introduction of a carbon tax targeting heavy emitters in key business sectors like iron, airline, steel, and energy. And we believe with the launch of this climate sukuk will make Malaysia, via Lebanon IBFC, as a climate finance hub. Well, again, why choose this why choose sukuk? Because it embodies the core principle of responsibility, risk sharing, and purpose-driven investment under the Makassi Sharia standard. It also provides a stable, ethical Sharia compliance mechanism to channel large-scale capital toward projects that directly support global commitments towards the Paris Agreement and net zero targets. It attracts a broad base of investors, including institutional funds, ESG-focused mandates, and ethical investors globally. By offering carbon credit as a payout, we tap into the booming global capital market and carbon market, diversifying financing base and making climate investment an attractive and risk-adjusted proportion. Today, we are setting an initial target of raising the first 200 million RMB through the climate sukuk to fund high-impact, verifiable energy efficiency project in Selangor, which we've been working for the past few years with LPHS. And hopefully, it will expand across Malaysia, including KL, Lebanon, Penang, Perak, and also with the government and also other countries. To quantify this a little bit, you know, every 200 million RMB can be quantified to save roughly 100,000 tons of carbon emission every year. If we look at what Malaysia is doing today, by 2030, that Malaysia's promised to reduce 45% of its carbon emission every year. So which is roughly, today is at 330 million. So to cut 45%, meaning we need to cut 150 million tons a year of carbon credit. With this sukuk, every 200 million, we can reduce roughly 100,000. So I mean, at least we need to do another 1,500 of this Sukuk to meet the standard. So today, the launch of this 200 million Sukuk is just a really, really tiny, small step. So this is a deal return we offer. It's a financial instrument that not only delivers profit to our investors, but also a direct and traceable contribution to fight against climate change. So it is wealth creation with a clear conscience. So we talk about human before profits, right? So this is how we can address from a financing perspective and also from a humanity perspective with this climate Sukuk. It also goes along with our good philosophy. We act, we know, we act. The challenge of climate change is immediate, and we know the risk, and now we must act with innovation and scale. This climate Sukuk is our action, and it also can be your action too. And it is an open invitation to the global investors, those who seek not just return, but to do something for the world impact. So join us for this mission. Let's make this launching the blueprints for a brighter and greener Malaysia. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Mansfield. Please proceed to the center of the stage for our next highlight of this session, the official launch of the world first R&B Climate Sukuk. And for that, I'm pleased to invite on the stage Ms. Eva Yim, Executive Director, Synergy ESCO Malaysia Sdn Bhd, Mr. Stephen Chong, Chief Technology Officer, Unity Group, Mr. Simon Ng, Chief Strategy Officer, Unity Group, and Mr. Lawrence Leong, Chief Finance Officer, Unity Group. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are deeply honored by the presence of Mr. Jaafar Rihan, Head of the Islamic Finance Unit, Labuan Financial Services Authority, a key strategic partner and driving force in advancing Malaysia's leadership in Islamic finance. Please welcome as well Mr. Jaafar Rihan on the stage to witness this historic moment. Ladies and gentlemen, we also like to invite Professor Dr. Heng Paik San, Climate Advisor who has been instrumental in guiding Unity Group on carbon credit matters, Mr. Khairil Anwar, Principal in Masref Advisory as the Shariah Advisor for Unity Group, and Mr. Zhang En Jun, CEO of Beijing Jinghua CPA, onto the stage. Dear VIPs, you need to place your palm on the globe. So, are you ready? If you are ready, hold on. Let's have the photographers ready. So once again, VIPs, to launch, you need to place your palm on the globe. And if you are ready, let's unite.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And with that, the first World R&B Climate Sukuk is officially launched by Unity Group. Congratulations. Next, I would like to invite Mr. Mansfield to present the memento to Mr. Jaafar Rihan, Head of the Islamic Finance Unit, Labuan FSA. Once again, we would like to invite Mr. Mansfield Wong to present the memento to Mr. Jaafar Rihan, please. Congratulations once again to the Unity International Group